I'm Leigh-Chantelle from VivaLaVegan.net, and today we're here with Adele Walker, who is a graphic designer and digital artist. Hi Adele,
Hi.
How you going?
Good.
So could you tell us a bit about why you became a vegan?
Ever since I was a little kid, I had constantly been saying, one day I'm going to be a vegetarian, one day I'm going to be a vegetarian, and growing up in a small country town, it was always hard to do, and sadly I regret not doing it sooner, but about a year and a half ago, I saw Earthlings movie, which, you know, has converted so many people, and I just got halfway through it and went, hell no, I'm not being a part of this anymore, I'm vegan, and haven't looked back since. It was the best decision I ever made.
And were you vegetarian before?
I was vegetarian for about 6 months. It was kind of a dabbling thing though, so really it was Earthlings, seeing that, making that connection and just going bang, vegan, only way to do it. So. And
Earthlings has such a powerful message for so many people. I know the two of us know quite a few people that have become you know, vegan overnight just from watching Earthlings. What do you think is so great about it, or what is it because it's so graphic?
I don't think it's the graphic thing at all. I know that upsets a lot of people, and it definitely has a play in the whole wow factor of it, but it's the message Earthlings has. I remember when I saw it, it was like, for the 3 months afterwards, I'd just be going, oh wow, that's what that meant. It has such a strong message of being connected to everything, and I say that whenever I'm explaining Earthlings. Ignore the graphicness of it, ignore this, just realize that it's about waking up to the realization that we are connected to animals, to the universe, to the planet, to each other, and especially to ourselves. People have lost that connection to their own selves, and they're just lost because of that.
And I think that's becoming more apparent as people go on. You know, we're nearing 2012 as well, which is, you know, seen as a huge spiritual sort of time, and a lot of people are losing contact or have lost contact with the universe and with each other and themselves. So I think, you know, there's a lot of shifts that you can feel, and a lot of shifts that we're even seeing now. And I guess, you know, Earthlings is a great movie to put that all in just one sort of spot for an hour and a half or something, isn't it?
And the guy who made Earthlings is actually working on another movie. It's kind of like a sequel. It's called Unity.
Oh yeah.
And it's more focusing on that connectedness of humans and humanity. So everyone's really looking forward to that one.
Yeah. And veganism is a great way to become connected with the universe and the
all
animals,
starts.
isn't
I've spoken to so many vegans who are like, man, people just think vegan's just a diet. It's like completely not. You start out vegan and it just opens your mind and to everything, to spirituality, to everything that's wrong in the world and how we got to this point, because it's really quite a scary world when you look into it. It can be terrifying how bad it is, but there are also very good things happening that, you know, we're all trying to fight for. So.
And being vegan, I guess, is a great step for people to change certain things with the mainstream media, with the governments, with anyone that has been, you know, trying to make us all fit into some sort of mold or tell us that one certain thing is correct. And, you know, so many people, being vegan's a way to, you know, do it to the man, isn't it? It's sort of like, you know, we're vegan, we're against everything you stand for, and we're showing you why.
It definitely has that label appeal, which, you know, some people hate, some people love, unfortunately. And again, in today's society, where media-driven, pop culture obsessed, you kind of have to play the game to win the game, and that can be a part of it. And it's not really being done yet from my point of view as a designer, and in that advertising marketing kind of world, it's just non-existent right now. And I'm really trying to get involved in more of a starting something that has that message of not just, you know, don't eat animals, but wake up, connect, reconnect, find your humanity again. You know, don't do what they're telling you to do.
Yeah, and you know, graphic art and things like that's such a powerful medium to get across to so many people that maybe wouldn't be aware of certain things, and that visual, that just impact that some visuals give to people. Like
any art throughout our history has always served a dual role of exposing issues and appealing to our humanity. And in today's world, graphic art, as essentially it's a pop culture art, really, because it has to have that media marketing, advertising appeal, and you know, from my point of view, that's the best way to be able to really play the game, because you're right in it and you can use that and use those tools and the powerful effects that all come with it to just really stop going along with it and just go, look, I'm just going to use my art and say, here it is. And that's what we've been trying to set up with groups like Vex and who else have done, you know, I've done stuff with Sea Shepherd and various things in my own personal work. It has all become
And Adele's done a heap for Green Earth Festival. She was the designer for the posters with that. And yeah, like she was saying, she's done stuff with Sea Shepherd and a vegan abolition group we have in Brisbane called VEX, and also a bit for one of your favourite bands, Red Paintings. You've been involved with them for a while, haven't you?
Yes, pretty much. The my whole vegan journey really revolves heavily around that band and Sea Shepherd, even because my cousin, who's the Australian director of Sea Shepherd, called me up one day and was like, hey, we're doing this benefit gig with this band, would you like to do the poster for it? And this is like the best 3 days of my life. So I was like, yeah, of course. And then the next day he's like, hey, did you want to meet, you know, the band and go down to the ship and meet the crew? I'm like, oh my god, yes. And then I met with the band and you know, talked to them, showed them some of my work, and then the day after that they're like, do you want to do our album artwork? And it's just escalated since there. And now I'm just a very, very busy person, which I'm loving, so... Yeah,
and we always give Adele stuff to do. And so with what you know from your graphic design and the marketing sort of background and the media, how to, you know, use the media to maybe not necessarily manipulate people, but educate people, get people aware of things, how do you use that with what you're trying to do? With your artwork, is there something that you use in particular? Or?
With my personal artwork, it's more about hidden messages, I guess. It's a little bit more subliminal, but I'm still trying to work out the solution for a mass media, vegan and wake-up call, really.
Yeah, because I think that's one of the things that a few of our sort of group agree in, is that people need to be held accountable and need to be woken up from, you know, this sort of lull that everyone seems to be in.
Sadly, like a lot of people think it's going to be so, like it could potentially be difficult, because media is one of the most powerful weapon, really, that is around, because it just owns people instantly. It controls them. It controls their fear, and you have to break through that. So trying to find an awesome, creative, smart, powerful way of telling people the truth and having them see it as the truth.
Definitely.
There's a lot of lies to break through, but I'm confident that we'll find a way. It's getting definitely more and more like that.
And how else do you, other than all your work that you do with your media stuff, how do you get the vegan message across?
I am completely obsessed with it. Massive geek, so basically any social situation I get into, I don't even have to say anything, it just somehow gets across that I'm vegan. Next thing you know, I have just all these people asking me questions, and they go on the defensive. They're like trying to find a loophole in the vegan message, and they haven't been able to do that yet. So it basically just ends up with me losing my voice because I'm talking about veganism so much. So I just tell anyone and everyone.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Well, thank you so much, Adele, for taking time out today to speak to us. And it's great to see passionate people that are combining their skills and their passions towards promoting veganism for a cruelty-free world. See vivalavegan.net for more interviews.